everybody. Welcome to another Reality Streamers live stream with Dungeons and Dragons. We are here for another episode of the Wildemount Campaign, episode 63. Yay!
Yeah!
Approaching that ever elusive 63. Okay, so we are.
Wait till you see what we have that episode.
Oh God. I'm just gonna turn everyone's cameras upside down.
Gosh.
Okay, so
I've got some ideas.
It can't be everybody's camera, it's every other.
every other camera will be upside down. Okay, so we are here to do Dungeons and Dragons. We have the group here. One is going to be joining us shortly. We have Reed back with us, so we'll have everyone introduced. We'll do the intros, and then we'll go ahead and take it from there with a recap. And hopefully you guys enjoy the session, because there's different things that can potentially happen.
Like death.
Yes, actually.
Or
Yes.
not death.
That too. Less
30
likely,
minutes.
but yes.
Sort of death?
Definitely a chance of
Mostly
death
death.
involved things. Might not be our death, but there will be dead things.
Yeah, sure, that. Yeah, sure. You believe that? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get everyone introduced, starting with our top left, and then we'll head across and down, starting with Mr. Johnny.
I'm playing as Reed Tea Leaf, halfling assassin rogue, hand of the king.
And speaking of the king, next up is Mr. Corin.
Hello, I'm King Halvin Brightaxe, the Dwarven Eldritch Knight. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Then we have his teacher, Ouchie.
I'm muted. Hello. Yes. That's it, totally in character. Melione. Very high elf. Wait, my performance today is brought to you by strawberries and cream.
What the fuck is that?
Dr. Pepper.
Yummy, yummy.
You know, okay, so I'm gonna say this. Ouchie's gonna hate me. I had my own version of strawberry Dr. Pepper earlier today. So,
Oh,
so I
and
had-
little green trees. Broccoli.
we keep green screening as you're doing it, but yes. Yeah. So I didn't want to get strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper because I'm cheap and didn't want to pay for something.
Oh my god.
So I have the Panera subscription where you get the free drink. So I mixed their strawberry and mint lemonade with Dr. Pepper. It's a great combination, but she hates the fact that implies something.
That's not even. That's
There's no
wrong.
lemon. There's no lemon.
I know. You should try it with lemon.
And there's
Elegant.
cream. There's no cream in yours.
No, mine has mint. That's the substitute.
That's
I
not
have
even the
lemon.
same
You
drink.
It's a different drink.
It's fantastic. It's the same thing. So mine's included with Panera. I'm just telling you. Panera combinations are just so much fun. They're
I told
I'm
Finn
confused too.
I just.
to buy
I am not buying it.
a pack.
Why?
They need to give me a coupon for free. That's how Starry got me.
And if he doesn't like
Jesus Christ!
I would
I'll
pay
give you
for him
some.
to
My
ship me the
God,
other
I'm
11.
sending him
Yeah,
some.
but
This
I
is
don't want to get
ridiculous.
0 sugar. You're not gonna drink the non-zero sugar ones.
I'll send you the non. The non. It'll be the
Why don't
regular
you want to
one.
drink the zero sugar one?
I do
I don't like
because
the
I'm
zero
on my
sugar.
diet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You don't have any of it.
I'd only get their food when they sent me coupons from getting free drinks.
Yeah. I only get That's how I tried Starry. Starry sent me a coupon for a free drink, and then I'm like, oh, this tastes good, and now I buy Starry. Dr. Pepper didn't do that, so Dr. Pepper ain't getting my business. Not for the strawberries and cream. Just saying. All
I
right.
quit.
I'm with you, Archie. Let's go get it.
Sorry, it's just Sierra Best rebranded.
It is. I know. But they still let you try it first, just to make sure you knew that it was the same thing you were.
What is Starry?
Isn't that
Sierra
how
Mist.
heroin dealers work?
Oh, Sierra Mist.
Yeah, it's just a rebrand.
Come on, Johnny. I need it, baby. You know me. Come on, baby.
Very confused. All right, Teals.
Ranger, baby.
I had a sandwich.
I can have cheeseburger.
I'm playing Wayne Friedbreaker, the male Cold wizard, documentary of everything, even the times where Carol or my son Lenny that's supposed to get me things, I get frowned upon for it.
All right. And then last but not least, Mr. Ranger.
Hi. What? So unmotivating. Oh, this nonsense. I play Leo, the brutes. Well, shoot him up. Ask questions later. Hunter. So yeah, and I'm very high because like Leone, I've been sitting hanging all day. So.
Heat fumes are great.
I mean, I've got plenty to use them around too.
You know what else? Oh, never mind. That's getting off topic.
Oh, like we haven't been on topic.
We've been fine.
Oh, we're
Everything
still
is
waiting for
okay.
Grim, right?
No,
We're still waiting for Grim?
likely Grim isn't going to be showing up today, but we'll be okay. So we'll probably stop a little bit early just to make sure, but yeah. So we won't have Grim
No
tonight.
John?
No.
Oh, Grimothy?
Yeah. You can check the Wildemount Campaign for why. With that, let me go ahead and start the
Hope he's
intro.
okay.
Let me go ahead and start the intro, and then we will get started. So here is the intro.
In a world of magic and mystery, we seek adventure and history. With swords in hands and spells to cast, our journey starts and death is cast. In the land of dragons and dungeons, we fight for our honor and our glory. With gods conspiring against us, rise above to tell our story. From dark caverns and mountains high, our fates await, we can't deny. We'll face the foes that lurk within, and with a battle cry we shall begin. We'll with our swords and magic spells against the beasts that haunt our realm. Our courage will not falter as we fight for our kingdom's realm. We'll journey through the wilderness and face our foes that lie ahead. With our companions by our side, we'll fight until we're dead. In a world of magic and mystery, we seek adventure and history. With swords in hands and spells to cast, our journey starts and death is cast. So come with us and join our quest.
All right. So we are now at Baraktra, where the group managed to chase down a spy and then proceeded to jump into a hole. But before the group jumped into the hole, Reed was taken away. We will catch up with what happened to Reed here in just a second. But the group jumped into a hole and found themselves inside a weird area with different rooms that are available to them. They managed to find their way and ended in a particular room. But we will catch up to them in a second. First, we are going to start off with Mr. Reed Tealeaf. So, Mr. Reed Tealeaf, who had gone to King Gwendol's castle via a wizard that was sent to him, had taken him there and had a conversation with someone there. The contents of which you guys may or may not figure out, depending on what Reed wants to reveal over time. But he was teleported back to said hole. Granted Featherfall by the wizard and shoved into said hole. That is where we are going to pick up with Reed, you featherfalling on your way down. And down. And down. And down.
I feel this should be way more disturbing than it is.
And you've been falling for about, slowly, but falling for about 30 seconds. And it still doesn't feel like you've ever hit the bottom. But then all of a sudden, your feet never hitting anything feels like it stops. And you feel like you're suspended, surrounded by darkness. What do you wish to do?
I'll reach into my pack, I'll pull out, just uncoiling about 5-6 feet of rope, almost like I'm jump roping very quickly, just to see if the rope drags against anything.
No, it does not.
Well, alright, this is peculiar. I'll put the rope back in, eye patch up, Do I spot anything?
As soon as you move your eye patch up, while it is still dark, it is not the same darkness. You can now see that you are in basically about a 10-foot wide shaft. So instead of seeing just darkness as you were seeing originally, you now see stone encasing you all around.
Even above?
No. Above and below are actually complete darkness. From just lack of light. There's none of your capacity.
I see any markings on these walls anywhere?
No, not at the current time.
I walk over and touch the walls.
As you touch the wall ripples. The walls kind of disappear from around you. And you are now kind of stuck in your own memory. As you're looking straight ahead at what appears to be the wall that is slowly rippling, you get a vision in your mind. You see your farm lit on fire. You see your mother, your sister, being burned. You see your father and your brother slain. As you are trying to grapple with what you are seeing, you notice something. Your short brightly glows from what appears to be a very dark vision. Suddenly, everything is illuminated. And it seems almost like the glow is dispelling whatever it is that you are looking at. Roll a Constitution and a perception check for me.
Eight on the Constitution.
Okay.
And a perception? 25.
As you are looking at this blinding light that is coming from your short bow's token, you have a hard time keeping your eyes open as you are looking. But in the light, in the distance, something that you didn't really notice before, not sure if it's an illusion or a recap of your memory, whatever it is, you notice a figure standing off to the side, just in the trees, just looking. But unfortunately, with the way that the light is blinding you, you are not able to make out who or what the figure is. And you suddenly are gone from that darkness, and you find yourself in a room. You find that you have landed in a room with a bunch of bodies, all with different deformities. Many of which are grabbing their head. Hello, Crystal! Has gifted a sub here, apparently. Well, we are glad to have you here.
Hey, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
And thank you to whoever gifted the sub to Crystal. So,
Yes.
all the bodies appear to be mutilated. Many of them grabbing their heads, their faces distorted. You notice a door, by the way, off to the right.
Looking at these bodies, this look like something like the afflictions on them were man-made, or is this this? Like leprosy or?
Roll a medicine check.
God.
Nice.
Look at that.
So that is wait. Can you not hear everyone?
It's very loud. I'm trying to figure out how to turn my end down because I didn't know if it was just me, but
Oh, it's loud. Okay, no, that's easy.
you know me and
Oh,
computers.
is it on the stream that it's loud?
No, I'm getting it through roll
I'm not getting
20.
Anything. Oh, I
I
just
just-
don't have to ring.
Yeah, I just turned mine down and it's better, but
Okay, I turned it down on the stream.
I'm
Thank you
surprised.
for letting me know.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jordan can hear anything that far away in the bushes.
Well, he hears everything from the bushes.
It's the spy equipment. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Okay, so just as a recap, Reed has gone into the room and he is evaluating all these dead bodies that are there. And he was trying to see if he could figure out what caused it. Reed, a rogue, rolled a 20 on medicine. Not a natural 20, a synthetic 20.
dirty 20.
So you look at it and they appear, as you look at some of their injuries and their bodies, from what you can tell looking at about 3-4 corpses, they appear to be self-inflicted.
How are they dressed? These look like warriors. These look like peasants.
More along the lines of warriors. Warriors, spellcasters, like around those. Adventurers, you can say.
Oh.
Different levels,
peasants.
but they appear to be adventurers.
All right, eye patch up. Am I getting anything glittering or anything?
Nope.
I'm gonna go over to. You said there's spellcasters and there's also
Yeah.
like fightery type people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go over to the first one. It looks like the most fancy looking spellcaster. I say.
Okay.
I'm tossing the body.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your investigation.
24.
Okay. So you look at the body and you go through it. What you notice is the body has definitely been rifled through. The only thing you're able to find is their spell component pouch, which on review just has basic ones. It's not even any of the expensive materials.
Okay. I'll go over to fanciest looking fightery type guy.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay. Roll another investigation.
30.
Okay. You get the same basic thing. It appears that these bodies have been looted fairly thoroughly. You notice a like a couple of daggers around the waist. They don't appear to be anything special. If you were to guess, they're very old and kind of just backup weapons of sorts.
Yeah, I'll leave them.
But you do notice one other interesting thing actually with your investigation of 30. There is an oddity to some of the bones on this one. It appears that the bones were somehow attempted or maybe successfully manipulated in some way. There's an area where the flesh is kind of coming off, and you notice that the bone was cracked, but seems to have a repair part to it, and maybe broken again. It is hard to tell whether or not this was done after, how long ago. You can't really put a time to it, but there's something odd about the bone as you're looking at it. And this particular fighter, we'll say it's the one kind of in the back in the red cloak. His left forearm has these kind of break and repairs in his bone.
All right, so it's. I got no way of telling how old that injury is.
You can try another medicine.
Yeah, no, I'd be better off going to buy a lotto ticket.
You can give it a shot. I mean, it doesn't. You never know.
Yeah, why not? A 10.
Yeah, it's very difficult to tell.
When I'm good at stuff, I'm very good.
Mm-hmm. It's because you
All right.
can't be bad. You literally can't roll below a 10.
Yeah, more than that.
No. A total plus 10 on your roll.
Yeah, no, plus 10 plus my skills would in it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, yeah, many things I can't roll below like a 20.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah. That's why you keep picking all these things I don't know anything about.
Well, you keep doing things that you don't know what you're doing about.
Yeah, but nobody on Earth but a cleric ever uses medicine.
I know, but why is a rogue trying to investigate the bones?
I wasn't. I was trying to see if the dude had a money bag.
Yeah, he's trying to be
You got
sneaky.
that. You got the investigation. I'm saying afterwards.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. I'm leaving creepy dead guy's bones alone.
Okay.
Just looking around the room, I spot the door.
Mhm.
Is there anything else just looking around the room that jumps out at me?
No. It basically
Alright.
just seems like a mess and just the dead bodies.
All right. Check the door for traps.
The door is open.
Oh, that's even creepier. All right. Can I see down the hallway or into the next room?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see into it. So I'll just move you into the next room, at least on roll 20.
Okay.
So as you look in, you can see that there is a door on the far end. There appears to be two paths, one to the left, one to the right. And what appear to be some armored skeletal statues along the way. One of which is crumpled. Like everything just kind of collapsed.
Is the armor separate, or is it like stone armor on a stone statue?
It's separate. It is a metal armor on a what appears to be a skeleton underneath, from what you can
Do I see any deformities on this skeleton?
tell. Which one?
Or
One of them is
well, is
standing?
it the one that's crumpled?
Yeah, you can go look, and as you look, no. Nothing offhand. Roll an investigation.
24.
Yep. You look, and no, you don't notice any particular deformities on any of the bones that you're able to see.
All right. All of these statues, anything worth taking?
Unless you just want some basic armor.
Nah. I'm 3'2". Not really worth it.
All the doors are open, by the way.
I'll think in my head, a pool. Is anyone around?
Nope. No response.
Bollocks. All right. Looking around, do I see? Is the floor dusty?
Actually, roll a perception check for me.
$22.
You believe you hear bickering off in the distance straight ahead.
That would be them. All right. I'll go in the direction of the bickering.
Okay, which is straight ahead. So we'll get to you here in a second then, Reed. Now, to the rest of you. You guys had continued through all of this, and you found yourself in...
Behind the wheel of a
No.
automobile?
No. You found... This is worse. Okay. You found yourself in a room surrounded by several body parts. As you look around the room, it is all broken apart, pieces of flesh, pieces of bone, hanging from the ceiling off to the side. And on the table, a little bit different than the picture, because it's hard to get the picture exact, you actually see a well laid out full human skeleton. It's not like quite the picture, because it's hard to, I couldn't quite get it there, but it's actually a full human skeleton in a pile. Not laid out, just in a pile. It looks like, from what you can tell, you see only like one of each hand, you only see one of each foot, you see different bones, but yeah, that is what you see.
Does this look like a kitchen area?
No. At least
This
I don't
looks
think
kind
so.
of kitcheny. The
Got a
picture I'm looking at
kitchen-
looks kind of kitcheny.
That
There's a
looks
picture-
kitcheny.
Yeah, there's a pantry cabinet and shelves and a prep
Uh-huh.
table.
Sure.
It was that magical last episode of Julia Child show.
There's
Hello,
pots and
today we're going
pans.
to be
There's.
making a nice kind of
Are you guys
pudding.
seeing what's on roll 20? I mean,
Yeah, are you? What are you
AI,
looking at?
AI only did so much. AI only could do so much.
it looks more kitcheny than autopsy.
And for the sake of things, is there any scrolls, parchment, any sort of documentation or notes of anything that I might be able to see?
Okay, roll an investigation.
So I guess the answer to my question is no. It doesn't look like a kitchen.
It's up to you. It is in the eye of the beholder if you view this as a kitchen. I can't stop you.
Ben, that's not what I'm saying.
You don't
It's a
see
slightly
anything
outdated
else.
kitchen.
You don't see any kind of cooking things that you would expect, like a stove or anything like that.
Okay, but then my next question would be like, what kind of room does it look like? Like, can I try to surmise some clues as to what is the usefulness of this room? If it is not a kitchen,
Well, that is what you're supposed to do.
that's what I'm trying. That's what I did. I'm trying to find out.
Dwayne, you look around and there's just different kind of like almost illegible notes. It's like truly Dr. Chicken Scratch where you can't even make out what it is, but there are papers. There is, however, one piece of paper that lays out each of the different bones of a human body and labels each of the bones that you can find here.
I'm going to take it.
Okay. You have that now. Ellie, what are you doing? What are you doing to try and figure out what this room is?
Anatomy isn't my thing, but this seems just useful knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The room of death. Yeah.
I'm opening cupboards. I'm looking at shelves. I'm looking at what other sort of utensils or
Okay.
apparatus are here.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
With Dahmer.
Okay. I know. This is jargon. So you look around, you
dirty.
open some of the different cabinets. There's not a lot of them. But you open them and all you do is either find more bones, more flesh, or some tools. Some saws, some picks, some different kinds of tools.
Are they clean or dirty?
Oh, they're like dirty and rusty.
Okay. And it generally looks like things in this room have not been touched recently.
Oh no.
Are things dusty? Well, you said
Mm.
stuff was rusty.
It was
Is there
rusty.
dusty stuff?
Not really.
Because the floor of this picture looks dirty.
It's dirty, but
dusty.
not dusty.
No cobwebs.
Dwayne was searching around for the papers and stuff. He would be able to know that actually what appears to look like dust actually is more of bone dust than actual
Gross.
like dust.
Can we go? I don't want to be in here.
I'm sure it's a lovely kitchen.
Do you want some pancakes?
What kind of pancakes, Princess Elione?
Bone dust pancakes, apparently.
Okay, I have not had those before. Yes, I'm more than happy to get my ass out of Dodge.
Yeah, I don't want to be in here.
Well, King Howland, would you like to lead us into the next chamber, Almighty One?
Sure. I mean, I don't think this guy's gonna tell us much, and I point to the skull. Doesn't seem very talkative.
No, not particularly. No.
All right, well, let's get moving then.
Okay, so on the far end of the room is a wooden door. You go to the door. There is no handle on this door.
Oh, this is my kind of door. I see the handle.
Back up, everyone.
Oh, I'm very much back. I'm just enjoying watching King Catelyn do this. You got this, King Catelyn. You go. You got this, old boy.
Well, I mean, now that I'm king, I'm at least a little bit smarter, and I'll put my ear up to the door and listen first.
It is actually weirdly cold for a wooden door. You do not hear anything. Actually, roll a perception. Let's just double check if you do or don't.
One second. Move, D&D Beyond work.
D&D Beyond.
Perception.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
Yeah.
But the door is weirdly cold for a wooden door. And the temperature in the room, which is a little bit on the not hot, but it's a little on the warmer side.
What kind of wood we talking here? What does it look like? How well constructed?
Roll an investigation.
Is this a dwarven door? Shit.
You have no idea.
I think he thinks it's a dwarven
Part of you thinks that it might be made out of styrofoam, then all of a sudden you think it's made out of stone, then metal, then you have no idea.
What's styrofoam?
It's a foamy packing material. It is
Does that
used-
exist in this world?
Yep.
Yeah.
Product of Kegheim. We're getting ready to package it soon.
Gosh, that'll come in handy.
I mean, we're really... King Catelyn's got quite a lot of stuff he's up to.
All right, so how loud are we looking to go through this door? I mean,
You'll take in charge, Your Highness. I mean, how loud do you want to be? Do you just want to open and see, or do you want to just charge through? What do you want to do, old boy?
well, I mean, the only handle I see is me running through it, basically.
I think that's a good idea. I think everyone's in agreement. You should do that.
Perhaps there's a special knock, or one of those where you
Maybe.
push it in and then it pops out, kind of thing.
There might be a button. Good
Yeah,
point.
let's look for a button.
I don't think there's a button. No, I think you just open the door. How you make
I've
your
heard tell
entrance?
of these other things where there's like an eye, and if you wave your hand in front of it, it'll open it for you.
Really, I'm not familiar with that one, Princess Ellie. Strange witchcraft is that?
It's taught in the Cobalt Soul. I don't know if we could explain it to you, Leo.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Okay.
Anyway, maybe we should try something else before you just bash it.
Okay.
Seems like he wants to bash it.
I mean, we can. I can bash things or not bash things. I've grown in my kingly age. So.
Well, what does your kingly age tell you to do, old boy?
Well, we're looking for options first. I mean, it seems like you
Okay.
guys kind of tore up the room. I think if you'd have found a button that said "Press me and the door will open," you'd have found it already, though.
So I think yes. I mean, you checked it for traps. Looks like.
Did we?
The King Catelyn was listening on the door and looking around. I mean, did you perceive any traps there, old great king?
Nope, not trapped at all.
Then
Right.
go right in,
From
old
what I
boy.
could tell. I mean, obviously, I'm.
Well, I mean, if you can't
observant
see it,
dwarf
no one
here.
can see it. Yes, I mean,
Definitely the most observant dwarf.
The
here.
best part
Yes.
is how much misery Johnny's in right now. He's still not.
Aww.
All right. I mean, it looks like I'm.
Oh wait. Eleonor's gonna say, "Oh, I wish Reed were here."
Reed suddenly is a migraine.
He doesn't even know why. He just has a migraine.
All
right, well,
uncontrollably.
He felt a tremor in the force.
Well, he's not, so I think I'm gonna have to do the old bang the king knuckles together, and get
Oh.
enlarged, and
Oh.
smash through the doors.
I like this. Oh, this is fantastic. It's like
But I'm pretty sure every undead creature's gonna know we're here.
I
But
think
they're-
they know
wait,
we're here.
oh,
Yes,
oh,
I
oh.
think they know we're here. Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, there are those other doors back the other direction. Maybe there's like.
I don't know. This is the direction I sense the undead. You want to destroy the undead, I think, right? You want to fight them, so go that way.
Yep.
I
Yes.
really don't.
I thought that was our plan.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
Raven
good
Queen
with-
doesn't like undead.
No,
so,
he
you know.
wants to, Prince Elio. We're just support. We just sit there and watch him do his thing.
I'm
The
good.
Knights
Well,
of
I'll
King
walk up
are
behind
not
Howland.
just support. Do not sell.
I'll start,
yourself
rubbing his shoulders, prepping him. It's like, all right, you want to square up your shoulder nice and center, and we'll go on the count of 3.
Like this.
Just, as a fellow dwarf, I understand.
I mean,
Okay, so who's ramming their shoulder into this door?
I think King Catalin and Dwayne are about to go Kool-Aid Man through the door. Oh
And-
yeah!
Anyone else? Just
Nope, me and Elliot are just sitting there, just looking at this with just.
yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, the damn thing doesn't even have hinges. So I don't know what we're doing other than running through it.
It's taunting you, my great king.
all right.
Mm,
You want to give him a countdown there, Princess Eliani?
mm. I was just trying to look and see if there's something I could do to help, but
Oh, some magic, maybe?
mm. Ooh, let's do some detect magic on the door.
Oh, okay.
Good
let's
idea,
see.
Elioni.
Oh,
Detect magic's been up.
Oh,
the door
okay,
closed
never
when it came
mind.
in?
Never
Wasn't the door
mind.
closed when it came in?
It lasts 10 minutes, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You had it when you initially entered, but you guys explored this entire place, so it would have expired. If you want to do it again, you can.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Whoever, does Dwayne want to do it, or does Ellie? So you guys know who to mark off.
Wait, I'll do it. That's fine.
Okay. The door is magical.
Okay.
Oh shit! Well, good call there, Elioni.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, the door is magical,
That
Hadlin.
could have really sucked.
But when has that ever stopped you before, King Helen? I think your plan is solid.
Spells
I
can
think-
be real bad. That stopped me before. Yeah, that
Is it?
not good. Yep. Eldritch
good.
Knight here. I can
Well, can
confirm
I
spells
try
are
and-
bad.
Okay. I was not aware of that as
Maybe
a
use
ranger.
Arcana or something to see if there's a way I can figure out how to magically unlock it.
Sure.
I don't know at this point.
So roll
like a
an investigation on the door first, and at this time, Reed, this is when you finally join the group.
Who just appears.
He appears.
God in heaven,
So
oh
what
boy.
happens with you, Reed? Just so, because I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna do, but let me just make sure. As you go through, I'm gonna go back to you here really quick, and then I'll come to you, Dwayne. You enter into. You were in this room, and you moved across into the next room because you hear the bickering. As you hear the bickering, the next one has another room with a entrance off to the side, and then straight ahead is another open door. But in that open door, you see all of your compatriots, basically. And if you continue, I assume you are continuing, right?
25 stealth.
Okay. You you stealth your way over, and you make your way into the room without anyone noticing.
Well, I mean, I could just charge the door with my shield. It does
You
have
could.
protection
I
against
like
spells.
it. Yes, it's a good point, Great King.
So, Dwayne, as you are investigating the door,
Yes.
you notice that the door has 6 different kind of rectangular sink-ins.
Yes.
The door is otherwise smooth, but there's 6 areas that are sunken in. They kind of form 4 rows and 3 columns, and the first row, the middle one, is kind of sunk in, then 2, then 1, then 2, as you can kind of see on the in the picture. As you look, there are scratch marks inside of those rectangles specifically. It is hard to tell what exactly happened there, but only in the middle of those rectangles. The rest of the door is pristine. but inside of those rectangles, it is scratched out.
Interesting. I'll bring this, investigation to the team and say there's markings within these panels. Maybe pushing on these, maybe even all of us pushing on its own individual section at once, maybe it'll open. I don't know.
What's the wall made of?
The wall is made of stone, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, I think I could run through it.
Sorry, back. Oh yes, I think you could get. Oh yes, oh yes.
Well, that way we'd avoid the spell in the door entirely. I mean, it seems like the most obvious solution.
Boy. I like this. I'd plan a lot.
Is I'll be a bit louder, I think.
Well, I think we've passed that point, Ogre King.
Is there any way we can take a little bit of time to identify what's going on with this door, other than?
I mean, I have no way of knowing, the Great One. But I mean, if it's magic, then we know that. But I mean, I'm not known for.
Maybe somebody could identify. Maybe you could identify the door. I mean, it seems.
But I think it's a door with magic on it. I think that would be a waste of a spell, maybe?
I don't know, it might at least tell us more about the spell.
You do notice something with your Arcana, Hadlin. The magical door is designed to not be opened with any kind of actual force. You're able to discern that, not really sure what exactly it is, but should the door be damaged, it actually wouldn't take damage and something else would happen.
Well, there's scratches marks on these inset panels. Maybe we should scratch on it and see if it opens.
Not it.
And I proceed to scratch on it.
Is there any kind of
Finn, with the eye patch up, do I see anything on the door?
No.
I'm gonna scratch on the panels.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try it.
Okay.
All right.
You scratch on the panels.
I duck behind my shield when he does that.
You were gonna bust down the door, and now you're hiding from him scratching it.
Well, he's gonna activate the spell. Dang it!
I'll sneak
light
out
my pipe.
to the hallway. I'll pick a pebble up and I'll toss it at Leo.
Does it look like kind of like claw scratches
investigate
or
that. What was that?
fingernail scratches, or
You
like
can investigate if you want to see more.
sword?
I mean, so I scratch on the
Slices.
panel, nothing happens.
You scratch, but it actually doesn't leave any scratch marks. You file your nails down a little bit.
Okay.
They're nice and smooth. On the area, it's like there's like a flat part of your nail now from scratching.
Interesting.
And Reed said he threw a little pebble at me. I go and investigate where that is. Go out the door, the door we came in. Look around, see if I see anything.
As he walks out. So are they about to get us all killed in there, or what?
Oh, thank God you're here, old boy. I mean,
Oh, hi,
yes.
Reed.
Oh, you're still in the other room looking at the scratches. I went outside.
I thought he came in here with
No,
us.
he
threw a pebble at me.
He threw a pebble at Leo to pull him out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just letting King Hallen do King Hallen things. I'm quite enjoying the show, old boy. I mean, this is quite entertaining, to be honest. I'm having a thrill of a time, even though there's untold undead everywhere.
How much of the rest of this place do you fellas all go and look at?
I mean, I don't know how much you've explored, but there was a previous big room where there was a room with a bunch of corpses, which we kind of figured out was people that did not succeed against the spell for entrance. You know what I'm talking about? You probably ran into it on your way.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, not a pleasant experience. And then I've been using my ability, pointing out where the undead direction is, because I sense them immediately. And here we are. They've got a magical doll they had no idea what to do with, and so I'm taking a big hit of my pipe. Just enjoying the show, boy.
All right. You think that door is important? We got to get through it, or what?
I mean, we don't know. It's the direction we need to go, but I mean, it's magical. I don't know the nature of it. So King Hadlin is trying to figure out how to get to the door. I think he might need to interject.
All right. Let's go take a look. I'll walk into the room.
Oh, look, everyone! I found something outside.
Oh, hi, Reed.
Hey, everyone. So this is a lovely place. I'll sort of look at the table. How
thought the room was
fresh
gapped,
is all
yes.
of this?
It's just don't bother. I mean, it's pretty horrifying. A lot of experimentation looked like happened in here.
He didn't say much.
Yes, the person did not say much. Yes.
He looks real talkative.
That's
Just looking at the table, is this like a vivisection or an
So
autopsy?
the table is a little different than what it looks like. Go ahead and roll an investigation. The table is a little different than the image, just to clarify. So I'll let you know what you see. Okay.
24.
So all the outside is the same. The only difference is on the table itself. There is there's some flesh, but compared to the rest of the room, there is a pristine set of bones in a pile that all appear to be from a single skeleton, from what you can tell, because you only see one of each hand, one of each leg type of thing. You're not seeing doubles really of anything that shouldn't have doubles. So the table does have like the flesh pile, but it also has pristine set of what you think is one set of skeleton. The rest of it is all scattered bones, bone dust on the ground. Just, it looks like a mess, varying from old to fresh. Meaning that even some of the entrails hanging from the top appear to be juicy, for lack of a better word.
All right, so this isn't all completely old.
Nope.
Bone pile. We talking like intricate ceremonial pile, or just dumped out of a bag pile?
From what you can tell, it looks like dumped out of a bag pile. It's not arranged in any particular way.
Rough estimate: human, halfling, elf.
That is again a medicine check.
Just general height. I mean, I should be able to tell that off of like the femur.
Definitely not halfling or dwarf.
All right, it's one of you tall people. All right. I suppose that's a door you're all looking at, huh?
A magical
Yes,
door
yes. There's the said
with
door.
no handle.
Want me to take a look at it?
mean-
With your investigation also, Reed, you notice something odd. Drom is in a corner holding a piece of paper and is completely catatonic at this point.
Should you give him any dwarven spirits, Adlin?
Oh no, not today. Maybe I need to give him some. That's probably what's going on. I unpacked my belt or something. What?
Hold on to it. We might need it later. I'll walk over to Drum. The piece of paper he's holding.
Mhm.
How high up are we talking here?
He's kind of just holding it kind of at waist level, so you can easily grab it. You can reach up and grab it.
I'll reach up. I'll take a look at it.
Okay. It appears to be a piece of paper. There are notes on there, but it's basically in chicken scratch. You can't really make out. You don't even know what language it is. It looks like gibberish. But the only thing you can see at the very end is that it is signed Igjula.
Sign. Oh.
And compared to a lot of other of the papers that you guys have seen around the room and everything, this piece of paper seems fairly like clean. Like it might be a newer piece.
I'll leave the note in his hand. I'll just sort of tap and say, follow along the best you can if you're able. I'll walk over to the door.
Okay.
All right, so what have you figured out about it so far?
Fortunately, I can't run through it. Designed
Okay.
to not react to force, so we gotta figure out a smart way through. I don't like these kinds of doors.
All right, Dwayne. I saw you taking a. You figure out anything?
Dwayne figured out that it was magical. Oh,
Obviously
there he
magic.
is.
We got these recessed panels that have scratch marks in it, but I tried scratching it. All I did was give myself a nice manicure. That's about as far as I've gotten so far.
All right, I want to investigate those 6 rectangular little notches in the door.
Okay. Roll and investigate.
31.
Nice. So you look, you see the same scratch marks that Dwayne had pointed out. But you notice something odd. Even though it's the highest one, the one at the very top, as you investigate it, you notice that the pattern is repetitive. That the scratch marks are there, but it appears that the scratch marks on that one in particular, it's not as easy to discern on the rest. But on that one in particular, it appears that the scratch marks are made by a piece or something that was just scratched in that one place over and over again. And as you look at it, there is a certain level of depth that you can notice in the scratching and the shape. And just roll a d20 for me. Reroll a 1, but roll a 20.
11.
Okay. With some of the stuff that you've done earlier and you were investigating, it appears that scratch was made with the back of a skull.
What?
How big is this rectangle?
It's about like 3 feet. The door is roughly about 12 feet high, and each panel is about 3 feet.
So these rectangles, because I guess I was thinking wrong about this. Are these indents into it, or is this like a panel door?
No,
like the door that's here in the background.
It's
like
indented.
That?
It's exactly like that. The rest of it, outside of those like little rectangular indents, is completely pristine wood looking. But in each of those little rectangles, it's like a paneled pattern, but it's not paneled. And inside of each of those is where all the scratches are. There are no scratches outside of those particular little indented rectangles. And
I'll pick the skull up off the table, and I will touch it to that scratch.
How are you getting up there? It's about like 9 feet up from you.
Anybody give me a boost?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm the 3 up.
Okay. So, Reed gets on Leo's shoulders, holding the skull, and you just kind of scratch the back of the skull on it, Reed?
Yeah, I'm not going to go like real hard, just enough to give it a touch.
Okay.
See if there's any reaction.
Okay. You take the skull and you rub the back of the skull directly on that square, on that rectangle. And as you start scratching it and moving it down, you feel it get stuck. It now appears to be attached to that particular panel.
Seems like we've got a puzzle here, old boy.
All right, So I've got the skull in the top there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hop down off of Leo's shoulder. Yeah,
Big
exactly.
bones,
Right
big
arm,
bone.
right leg. I'll put them in the appropriate panels. Pelvis in that
So
middle
what do you?
bottom.
So tell me what you're doing. Are you just finding it in the corpse? Are you putting them there? What are you doing?
All right, I'm starting with. So I've got the face of the skull facing into the room towards us.
Correct.
Okay, so building down off of that then. Right upper arm bone, left upper arm bone.
Okay. Are you finding it and putting it, or like?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've dismembered enough people. I know basic geography of the body.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
what?
And I'm just
Did he
looking
say
for
that out loud?
reactions in the room when he's
Mhm.
did that with the skull. If there was any reaction.
There was no discernible reaction outside of the skull sticking to the door.
I know. I'm looking to see if the rest of these bones will stick.
Yep. So you said you're grabbing the right arm bone.
Yeah,
do you-
upper one, whatever it's called.
Okay, so you're grabbing the right upper bone, and you're gonna take it and then rub it onto that right one,
Yeah.
or the one on the left of the door, so that it's the right side
Yes.
of the.
So it's the
Yeah.
So it's like the bone guys looking at us.
Okay, got it. So, as you do that, you scratch it. It sticks. The bone and the skull drop off the door. Everyone roll a reflex saving throw.
No.
Oh.
I told you to leave it alone. What again?
Reflex.
Dexterity?
Dexterity. Sorry,
Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
reflex.
I'm like, there's
Dexterity.
no-
Sorry. I went
Oh wait,
back.
saving throw. I just rolled a dex check. Sorry.
Dwarves aren't very tender.
Oh
went-
God.
I went back to like
Much better.
3.5.
Oh, thank God.
Oh man, that is okay. And then I'll roll one for Drom. Give me 1 second.
Don't like that.
Oh, okay. Actually got a good roll for Drum. Okay. So Leo and Reed. Okay, got it. So, Dwayne, Hadlin, and Ellie. Are any of you immune to poison?
I don't. Yes, I am.
I'm resistant.
Resistant, I think, is half, so that's helpful too.
Yeah.
I think Dwayne, you're probably resistant as well, right? As a dwarf, I think you're resistant to poison.
Yeah.
I think I only have a thing against being charmed.
Okay.
Oh, we have advantage on saving throws as well, so we can roll again. If it's a
true.
safer, it says save
If
versus
it- yeah,
poison.
If it's against poison damage, we have an advantage.
Okay, it is poison, so you guys, the dwarves, can reroll. Yep, you can do your advantage. Okay, Hadlin, you actually save now. Dwayne, you still don't, but you take half anyways. So, Ellie, you take 6 poison damage. Dwayne, you take 3. Leo, you take 3. Reed, you save, so I think you take nothing, right? With yours?
Yeah, if it's any kind of dex check, I'm.
Yep, I figured you take nothing. Yep. And then Drom also takes 3, so I'll do that on Drom's.
But I'm not actively poisoned, right?
You are not actively poisoned. You just took
Okay.
6 poison damage. As Reed puts the bone up against the door, it sticks for a second. The skull and the bone drop, and a cloud of smoke quickly puffs into the room and then evaporates. But some of you are not able to dodge it quickly enough, and so you have taken that damage.
Well, that didn't go quite to plan there, old boy.
No. What I'm
Which is
thinking
weird. I
is we
thought
may
you
have
were.
to
I
put all
thought
them.
you. It seemed like you're doing. It seemed like it was a logical way of going about it.
As you look around really quick, Reed, the skull and the humerus, the upper arm bone, which Dwayne is able to identify based on his paper because he has a layout, they appear back on the table.
Oh God.
That's the key. We got to put them all on at once.
Oh my God. Should we just go to another room? This is quite vexing.
Well, you said this is the one we got to go through, right?
Well, there's other rooms we could try. I mean, we didn't check all the doors, did we? I mean, jeez.
You guys
Let's give this
did
one more
actually-
shot.
You actually did
Oh,
check
we
all
did?
the doors. Yeah, you guys went through everything and found only this door.
I stand corrected. My
Actually,
brain.
no, there was one path you guys didn't take. Sorry. Out of the first room, you guys explored both sides. When you went into the next one, you went straight ahead. You didn't go off to the right.
All right, let's go check that other one first. I don't like
Alright.
the idea of leaving unexplored areas behind us. And then
Well
we'll come back, and what we'll do, we'll give it one more shot. We'll put all the bones on it in one shot. I think there's enough of us to do that.
All right.
All right, so let's stay behind me. Let's go to the other room.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
You get
stealth.
plus 10.
Okay. So you guys can roll your stealth if you're stealthing.
Woohoo, I am the knight.
Oh, are we all trying to stealth?
If you
If you
want
want
to.
to, you don't have to. Yeah.
Why not?
34 for me.
Damn.
Drom is still catatonic, by the way, so he's kind of just there.
We realized and are just bringing him along.
Okay. He'll walk with you if you hold his hand and kind of take him, but he's not going to be able to actively stealth. Just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take his hand.
Okay.
Come on, Drum.
Drom is still like clutching that paper as you're kind of dragging.
We'll
him
take your
along.
paper with you. Come on.
God.
Okay. So you guys make it back into the room over here,
Mhm.
and you want to go into the room on the right now, right? So you.
Room on the right.
Yep.
Like there?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So as you
Sure,
guys.
that's not a giant fireplace.
Yes. You guys go across, and you see what appears to be a bedroom.
Ooh, pretty.
I'm checking for traps.
Okay.
$24.
No traps that you can see.
Anything look touched?
Yeah. I mean, the bed isn't made. I mean, it looks like somebody. It's like the bedroom of somebody that lives here.
Nightstand
Look, we're
drawers.
looking
I'm gonna
for-
start by going through them.
Okay. What was
So
that?
is there sort of documentation,
Okay.
papers, anything that'll help us with the situation or learn something?
Okay. Both of you roll an investigation.
I rolled another 24.
Okay. And Dwayne rolled a 29. So, as you're going through the nightstand and everything, Reed, you're not really seeing anything. You see kind of just regular things that you may want in a nightstand near you. You see like a brush. You see some like tissues. You see an iPhone charger. Whatever is normal to be had in the nightstand. Dwayne, you look around for any kind of papers or such, and no. Nothing in this room.
No journals or anything like that? Okay.
No.
Anything under the pillows?
No. You look under the pillows and no.
Nothing under the bed?
Definitely looks like it's for sleeping and
As far as you can tell, it looks like this is just for sleeping.
Zero things under the bed?
This
Yeah,
one actually
the-
has some dust.
in like a wardrobe or anything, is there like clothes?
Yeah. There is a wardrobe
Okay.
more to the right side of the room that has like a bunch
Can
of
I
different clothes.
see one of it, just like one of this person's shirts, just to judge how big they are?
Sure. They appear to be the size of Drum. You see several, yes, large. And it
Okay.
appears to be black dresses and cloaks and hoods.
Well, that gives us a little bit of note of what we're dealing with. Not so much race, but yes, size and possible things. Okay. I look over to Hadlin. Well, they're not our size.
Nope. It doesn't look like a dwarf bed either. Mine's got more stone.
No.
There's a good chance it's Igthula.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. This room doesn't look very orky to me, but what do I know?
That last room we were in certainly does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't know much.
Reason I was called back to the Dwendalian court is they got word that this is where Igthula was as early as pretty much this morning.
Why didn't he tell me that when he came to visit? Need to know basis. Then again, I was just more interested that it was a wizard that came to visit, so.
So we got to be careful.
I figured someone had to go night-night. That's why they called you.
Every time you mention Igdula's name, by the way, you see Drom's eyes kind of grow and return back.
Great.
All right. I'm thinking this room's a bit of a dead end.
And I'm not tired either, so.
Let's scope out the rest of the front areas.
Agreed.
Okay. So you guys leave the bedroom, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Which way do you guys go?
We've hit everything else, right?
The rest of the group did, yeah.
Did you guys find anything in here?
I don't think so. No.
Same thing. They're all just
I never went through the
stone.
books in the first room, in the bookshelves. Maybe take some time to see if there's anything of note.
We can do that if you want. Is there anything else in this room that sticks out, or?
I mean, there's a little altar on the side that has a very small pile of just random bones, not like a full skeleton off to the side with a little bit of a fire, but that was it. They investigated that, didn't really see much.
And the people in here, it's the same thing: stone, skeleton.
Mhm.
Any of them more ornate looking than the others?
No, it appears that all the armor is very basic.
All right, Dwayne, you said you want to look at books?
Yeah, I was gonna go because at the prior room there were the bookshelves, with possible literature.
Yeah, is that where you guys are going, or what's going on?
I might as well.
Start heading that way.
Okay, so you guys go backwards into the room where there was 3 different pathways coming from the top entrance, and towards the left on here takes you to the library.
This is nice. All right, eye patch up. Anything stick out in here?
Nothing with your eye patch, no. There's no darkness, anything hidden like that.
All right, I'm tossing the room.
Okay.
Say
33.
Alright. What do you...
I'll sort of toss with the literary sense at least.
Okay. So, Reed, you're just tossing to see if you can find anything, and Dwayne, you're tossing to just see if there's, like, specific books that can help. Is that right?
Books that could help, maybe written down information more about this door, plans, who knows what.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I find a book that looks way more ornate than any others, you
Okay.
know, I'll keep that aside. But
Got it. Okay. So, Reed, you're looking around. You're trying to see if there's any ornate books, just anything that really stands out. And as you go through all of this, you're looking for any kind of trapdoors, anything. And unfortunately, nothing really shows up to you from that perspective. Dwayne, you're looking more specifically at the books and trying to see if anything stands out. You're not noticing anything of an ornate book, but as you are searching all of this, something strikes your eye. It is a book about the human skeleton, and for some reason it stands out to you because you've been holding on to that paper that you found earlier that lists out the human skeleton.
Yes. I would like to flip it open and start looking through it.
Okay. Give me another investigation check.
Ooh.
Okay. You start looking through the book and you feel like there's something here, but you're not able to figure it out.
I will point out, hey, this book seems to be related to that page I found in the other room. Anybody see anything I might miss? And ask for some help.
I'll offer to assist.
Okay. Roll an investigation check, Reed.
25.
Okay. You take the book and you start looking at it. You realize you don't know what you're looking for. But then you try an old trick that you remember. And you kind of take the book, you go close to the table, and you drop it on its spine. And as you drop it on the spine, the book kind of opens to a page. And you see that on one side, it appears that a page was removed. You see a very, almost like it was perforated in a way. There was a page removed. And then there is another page on the other side. And Dwayne, as you're looking at this and you're working with Reed, it seems like your page actually fits right into that page.
I'll hold my page and lay it towards the book and see that the perforations match.
Okay. As you do, the perforations match, but you're looking at no longer the skeleton side. You're seeing chicken scratch notes on that side. So the page goes on the left side of the book with the chicken scratch stuff facing you.
Match. Huh. No real way to decipher this chicken scratch either.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it, is it in common or another language?
You can't even tell. It's like the worst doctor's handwriting you've ever seen.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, what course in medical school do you guys take to learn how to do that?
It's called legal. Not gonna lie. There was a
they
doctor...
do the same thing in law schools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally, I had a doctor tell me, like, as long as I can read my chicken scratch and a lawyer can't read it, then I can make it say whatever I want. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that terrifying, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's bring the book with us.
Yes.
Okay. As you're doing that, Dwayne, you're looking at the chicken scratch page and you're getting ready to get the book. It kind of flips your page so that now it's on the right side. And you notice something as you're getting ready to pack up the book. There's almost a mirror image of the skeletal document on the other side. Basically, you flip the page over with the perforation now on the right side, matching up with your page, and there's another skeletal diagram on the left side.
I do that a lot too, Dwayne. You just flip the book upside down and see if it has anything else. Good
So
idea.
as I'm noticing how this is laid out,
Mm-hmm.
something clicking.
Yeah. And you look at that other skeleton. It's slightly different. instead of listing what the names of each of the bones are, there are certain bones that have lines with them with a number associated with them. You see that the skull is pointed to and has a number 1 on it. You see that the rib cage has the number 2 on it. The left arm has a 3. The right arm has a 4. The right leg has a 5. And the left leg has a 6. Specifically, when I say arms, it is the humerus on both of them. And for the legs, it's the femur.
It's going to be funny in the last
I
one
point
be
this out to
7.
Reed since he's there with me. He said, I think I found our key code. You had a good start with the skull. Here's our piece layout. Let's try this together with this layout. And we'll go 1 through, 1
Yeah,
through
with the
6.
numbers, I just had them in the wrong order.
Exactly. Now we
Alright.
have an order. So let's go match them up and place them in order. And we'll all hold up a piece and see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like we could probably do them one at a time, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to Poison Gore Room.
Okay. Dwayne and Reed are quickly trying to go back as they feel like they've deciphered it.
Yep.
Leo is following behind, and Ellie is bringing along Drum.
So we're literally going in height
Hadlin, you're
order
with. Where are you staying with this group?
I'll just, I'll lead the way.
Okay, so you're leading Reed and Dwayne. Perfect. All right, you guys get back into the room.
Alright, pick up the skull. I'll hand it to Leo. You mind putting that in the top one?
Sure can.
Okay. You take the skull, you kind of scratch it, you reach up because it's still just like kind of out of your reach, but you're able to like jump a little bit and you're able to get it to scratch and stick into the first panel.
Alright, now, Dwayne, number 2 is which one?
It was the rib cage.
Alright, we'll pick up Mr. Xylophone's ribs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk over. That looks like that's probably about my height.
It's still high. It's about 6 feet up. You're able to at least
Hand it
reach
here,
down.
hand it here, hand it here. I'll
There
take
you are.
the bullet.
Okay, which spot are you putting this in, one, Leo?
The one they tell me to put it in.
I'm assuming we still got to build the body out, so I would guess into that slot there. That makes sense to you, Dwayne.
Well, Beaton is labeled 1 through 6. I almost feel like going in order. So the
So you're
next
thinking
one down.
1, 2,
Right.
3.
That's what I'm thinking.
Alright, I'll tell you what. All of you that aren't as stout with poisons, maybe back out into the hallway for a moment.
On drum.
I just want to ask a quick question here, real quick, before we do all this.
Sure.
So, are we thinking the door's gonna open? And if so, how are we just gonna be sucked through? I'm just questioning this situation here.
No idea.
We'll
Okay,
find out.
cool. All right, no worries.
Sounded like a good idea. Whatever happens, happens. I mean, I've seen some really weird stuff the last little bit. So, yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Alright, so.
So yeah, we'll just go through the order of the
Yeah,
list.
put 2 in
and we'll
number
go
2, 3 in the
Well, that-
3rd slot, 4 in the 4th slot, 5 in the 5 slot, 6 in the 6th slot in order.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see
Who's
if that
staying
does
in
it.
the room?
Well, I
I
have
was-
to.
I'll back up to the back door. I'll sort of be the only other one in there if possible.
I'm staying in the
Otherwise-
room. I don't care.
Dwayne Hadelin will be there as well.
So it looks like
All right.
Dwayne, Hadlin, Reed, and Leo are staying in there, and Ellie and Drum are outside.
Poisonous
Yeah,
moison.
just outside the doorway.
Yeah, just outside the
Yeah,
door.
I'll stand just outside of. Do I know how far the poison cloud had gone before?
No, you are not sure.
All right, I'll stand just in the doorway.
Okay.
So I can back out quickly if needed. But
Got it. Okay. So you're just out, you're just at the edge, just barely inside, but can quickly go outside, right?
yeah, like if I see any smoke, I'll just take a step back.
Got it. Okay. So, the skull is currently in place. What are you guys doing next?
Next, number 2 in the number 2 slot.
So you're going to try the ribs over here.
Right.
Okay. So you take the ribs and you put it there, you scratch down, and it stays.
And then number 3.
Okay. You take the left humerus and you scratch it and it sticks.
Number 4.
Yep, same thing.
And then number 5 and 6.
Yep, same things. So,
At number 5,
mhm.
I'm going to announce back the door. I think we got it. We might want to come into the room in case it sucks only us in and not you guys. Just a thought. Weirder shit's happened.
Good idea. I'll bring everyone else
Let's
in.
all get in here now that we know nothing's exploded so far. Seem to have it down.
Wait, what? Why are we coming in again?
I
Just
just
in
don't
case we have
want
to
the
go.
party to separate if magic pulls us through versus a door opening.
Like
Good
a
idea.
portal.
Good idea.
What if you all get sucked through to your death, though?
Then we all go
All
together.
die together.
Well, we die as a party or we live as a party. Yeah. All right. Well, then just come in here real quick. Let me just show you what I'm working with, and then you can choose to leave.
Okay.
They've got really good drugs in here. Come on.
I've got
You
my
can hold.
own.
You can hold
So
right axe.
have they come inside the door?
Don't
Is-
tempt me with that axe,
Hmm.
mister.
Has Ellie come in?
You
I don't
guys
know
come
if
in?
Ellie has brought in Drum.
She
hasn't said she's in yet.
Yes, I am coming.
Okay.
Come on, Drum, this way. Bring your paper.
They are now inside the room.
As soon as they come to the door, I stick the last piece in.
Of course you do. All right.
I'll actually hop up onto the worst dining room table in history, short bow in hand, arrow knocked.
Okay. So the last piece, the left leg, goes into the 6th slot. You see it lock into place. And the door swings open. The pieces disappear off the door. They appear right back on the table. And you begin to hear a click. 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 What do you guys
From
do?
which
shit.
direction?
Oh shit! I think we should go.
It
to the door
happens.
now.
It happens every. You guys kind of listen to it for about 3 ticks, and it happens about every second.
Through the door, quickly, through the door.
This ticking behind us, in front of us.
In front of you, almost right where the door is.
So
Okay.
through that door is where this ticking is coming.
It almost
from.
sounds like it's coming from the door.
I say,
I think it's
ring
gonna
your-
close.
Yeah, through the door.
Yeah, through the
Through,
door.
through the
How's
door.
your undead senses ringing?
Okay.
They've
So
been ringing.
is anyone not going? Ellie, are you staying behind? Are you running through the door? What do you do?
Why would I stay now if I can't? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds
Where
like
else am I gonna go?
okay. So you hear click, 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 and you all start sprinting through the door. Click, 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 thud, and you guys all go into the next room. The door closes behind you, and now you
The
find
rest of the
yourself
story.
in a different chamber. As you enter this chamber, there is a mannequin in each of the corners of this hallway.
Creepy.
In the far corner,
Oh.
in the far end, is another door. And you look at each of these mannequins. They all appear to be different. Although the base of the mannequin may be similar, they're all slightly different. The one on the far left appears to be wearing a cloak. The one on the right is the only one that has a skull for a face. The one in the front left, whose back is actually kind of towards you, is holding a scythe. And the one in the right, immediately when you enter, is holding a book.
Oh, not another puzzle.
All right, I'm going to immediately check the room for traps, and I want to inspect the pedestals of each of them in particular.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. One investigation is good for everything.
Yep, 33.
Okay. So you look around and you're not really seeing any traps. You look at the door across. This one does have a handle, but it's not it's not trapped, but it is locked. And from what you can tell, it is magically locked. You check the pedestals of each of the mannequins, and they appear to be secured to the floor.
Your mom's
Like
into some
to-
weird stuff, drums.
Like to look
No
at the
kidding.
book.
What are you doing, Dwayne?
Look at the book, especially the page it's possibly open to.
Okay. So you look at the book, and there is a phrase, a statement that is over the entirety of the book, over the pages that are open.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Seek friend and enter.
So the thing says, the path of the necromancer begins with knowledge. From there, you must cause and embrace death, and finally reach the realm of the undead.
How is that all it says? Why did we come here?
It's like a necromancy book.
Actually, the rest of the pages don't open. You try to
Is
see
it
if you can.
Are they
flip the
stuck together?
pages.
Is it like stone or a book
appears
book?
to be-
No, it looks like a book, but the pages don't separate.
Well, Princess
They're
Ellie, give me
stuck
some
together.
Kush. I need
So
some more
we,
Kush.
we have
The
a
pages are stuck together.
a riddle or a puzzle. These are obviously we must decipher to enter the next room.
Do the pedestals look like they'd move?
No, from what you could tell, they're actually secured.
All right, I'm gonna go over to Grim Reaper-y looking fella, upper left.
Okay.
Is there anything about that cloak that's pinging in my eye, or
Roll another investigation.
25?
Okay. You're looking at the mannequin. The mannequin appears to be made of some kind of black stone. However, the cloak itself appears to be added afterwards and made of cloth. Dwayne, I'll assume you're doing detect magic or something like that, and all of the mannequins are resonating as magic, as well as the door on the far end. But the cloak read is cloth, from what you can tell.
Dwayne, you see anything special about this cloak?
The phrase itself is obviously a clue. These mannequins are glowing and radiating in magic. Something makes me think something with the cloak.
All
Might-
right. What was the first line again?
I tried to write half of it down. I had messaged you to see if you could copy paste it just
Oh.
so I could.
Yeah, I can do that. Sorry, I didn't have Discord open, so
You're fine.
Right there.
there you go.
Does it look like I could remove the cloak?
I mean, you could try.
So yeah, the book reads, the path of the necromancer begins with knowledge. From there you must cause and embrace the path of death and enter the realm of the dead. So, way I'm
Maybe-
reading begins with knowledge. So
Which one of these mannequins do we think represents knowledge?
The one with the book?
the one with the book.
All right, so let's start with the one with the
Then
book.
embracing the path of death, I'm assuming sight,
That's the Grim Reaper boy.
Reaper.
Entered
Uh,
a realm of death. I'm saying the Grim Reaper himself.
So the cause of death would be the Reaper, and then path of death, maybe
It's the
the
GQ
ultimate
model.
being the one with the skull for a head, representing
Probably.
death itself. And then the cloak is on the left front.
Let's start with the first clue, the book. Reed, if you want to investigate that, old boy, I'm a little bit
All right.
more handy at that than I am.
I'll investigate.
Something makes me. If I touch the mannequin, does anything happen? The one with the book.
Where do you touch it?
I touch it on its head, or on the book itself.
I think
No, nothing happens.
I touch
All right,
the
I want
head.
to investigate that mannequin.
Okay.
24.
Okay. You notice that the mannequin is made of that same kind of black stone that you noticed on the other one. The book, however, appears to be made of a different material. While it still appears black in nature, the cover and the binding appears to be leathery, but still has a very dark appearance to it. The pages all appear black except for the pages that are open, which appear white. Pages appear stuck together and also stuck to the covers of the book.
is it just me, or do I get a sense that you have to use the book, the cloak, and the skull to open the door, and somehow that's going to lead to a bad experience?
And the scythe, yes. That's
Yeah, it's like-
it's how I'm trying to.
You
decipher
basically you
the-
become death. Oh goody, who's going to do this one?
Can I pull the book out of the mannequin's hand?
Okay? Is that what you're doing?
Well, I'm asking if it looks like it'll come out.
I mean, it's hard to tell without actually trying. It's
Can-
there.
can
You're
I
not noticing
wiggle
it
it?
affixed. Yeah.
If Drom wasn't catatonic, I'd say he should be the one that should, like
Well,
take the
he's
book.
he is, so I'll do it.
Maybe one of us could kind of like parrot him.
You can
and
try
we
to
could-
wiggle it, and it does seem to wiggle a little bit.
I'll grab it. I'll grab
We'll
it.
use
old boy.
Drum like a mech.
No,
Yeah,
no,
let's
do that.
pilot
No, we're
Drom.
not doing that. to
Mecha
Drum.
drum, mecha drum.
It's like Ripley at the end of Aliens.
Ma to ma to. I've got to try to stop her. All right,
Oh God.
I'll grab the book.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So as you take the book, Leo,
Yes.
you remove it
Great.
from the mannequin.
Yes, yes. I can't wait to see what happens.
It dissipates from your hand. And as you look at the door across the way, of the 4 kind of full rectangles in that door, the top one lights up.
Oh, goody! I get to become death, old boy. Isn't this thrilling? Okay, what do I need to grab next? Tell me, boys.
Grab the scythe.
Scythe.
The scythe next. Oh, and I've always wanted a big scythe to represent me as death. Oh, jolly. I'm just going to go over there and grab this scythe.
All right.
Let me know if I start turning into a skeleton. Anyone? Okay.
So Leo goes over, removes the scythe from the mannequin.
How do I look?
It dissipates from your hand.
Never mind. It's gone.
The
You
second
look cool
light.
for a second. You look cool for a second. I'll give it to
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're
And I
most-
think you'd be a pretty good-looking skull. Just
Well,
so you know,
yes, yes.
Leo,
I
yeah.
think so. I mean, I'd use moisturizer.
Oh, you got the high cheekbones and all. Yeah.
That's true.
Yep,
yes.
yep.
The second light on the door lights up.
Oh, this is going to be just. I just know. I can't wait. Okay, what's the third one I need to go to? The
The
cloak. Or
cloak.
the cloak.
Say the cloak.
Oh, goody. Let me go grab this wonderful cloak here. Oh, it's my color, black. Oh,
Okay.
goody. I grabbed the cloak.
All right. You grab the cloak.
Oh, God.
It dissipates from your hand.
Oh, look, it disappeared again. I wonder what's going to happen.
The cloak appears on the mannequin. The scythe returns to the other mannequin. The book returns to the other mannequin. Everyone
You
roll
got
a
it wrong.
dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you knuckleheads. I have to do it again.
Something makes me think we should have gone to the skull.
This one is not poison, so just regular on this
Okay.
one.
It's all of us?
Yes, everyone.
Yes, we're all in one
Oh,
room.
come on, man. What?
I'm gonna use
I just give
Indomitable.
Dwayne dirty look. I just sit there and dodge whatever this is. As I give them filthy looks.
Trial and error. Yeah, you know.
Hey, you guys got the first two. Okay, so,
All right, so
so it's a
50-50 odds say that, you know.
Yeah, I think of that too.
So it was a
boy, thank you.
15. So I think Dwayne failed, Hadlin failed. Drum actually succeeded.
yay,
Leo
Drum.
succeeded, Reed succeeded, and Ellie succeeded. Okay, so
Is this magic by chance?
it is yes.
Woohoo!
Is it poison?
It is not. It is fire.
Oh, goody!
Then I am going to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay. So you can go ahead and mark that off. It is 20 fire damage as full. So Dwayne and Hadlin will take 20, and then you absorb Hadlin, so half. And then everyone else is half except Reed, who I think takes nothing.
Yeah, I just Neo myself up the wall and
Yeah.
dodge it all.
I just
Okay.
and
Absorb
start.
elements is a reaction, right?
Correct.
Bright Axe is glowing with like cool looking fire right now. 'Cause it
Oh,
absorbed
let me
it.
do this again. I can't wait. I go over and grab the book, Finn.
You take the book. It dissipates
go
in your
over-
hand.
Hey, I go over and grab the scythe.
What a surprise. You take it, and it dissipates in your hand. I wonder
I
which
go
one you'll go
over
after
this
next.
time, not listening to Dwayne, the Muppet, and I go and grab the skull.
You remove the skull from the mannequin. It dissipates from your hand, and the third light
Oh.
lights up.
Guys, this is going to be just a momentous occasion. I'm about to become Lord Death. Okay, jolly. Oh, there we go.
Remember your friends.
No, no. As Death, I must.
Leo, just remember I was always nice to you.
That's true. That's very you're a good friend. And Princess Elione with all the good kush. Yes. I remember all of you. I go over and remove the cloak from the other mannequin.
All right. You go to the
Okay.
cloak. You remove the cloak.
Yes.
It dissipates from your hand.
Oh my God.
You look around, wondering what's going to happen next. The fourth light appears on the door.
Am I dead?
The mannequins begin sinking into the ground. As they
Eh?
go all the way into the ground, the fifth light on the door lights up. And the door, you hear a click, followed by a tick.
Open the door, go through it.
Go, go, go,
Run.
go, go. I don't want to be death.
As I go into the next room, I'm already checking for traps.
Okay. So as you go into the next room, everyone go ahead and get ready to grab your tokens. You can go ahead and put it on. It doesn't quite perfectly align, but it should be relatively close. So go ahead and add your characters on here.
Finn, I've got kid aggro real quick.
We're actually gonna probably
Mhm.
stop here, Algie.
Well, why are we grabbing our tokens then?
Oh,
The-
just so
for
you
next
guys can
session.
get everything in there. Yeah, it's just prep for next session. I don't want to get you guys going in this without Grim here. So,
needed.
because you will want him here for sure.
Might need heals, yeah. important.
So,
Nah.
It's overrated. I use it.
Heals, a cleric in a
Nah.
whole place of undead things.
Nah.
Nah.
No, we don't.
It's fine. We got a pair of wizards. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Undead.
all right. So, you guys make your way through the room and you end up in a room that appears to be somewhat empty. Stone floors, stone surroundings. and you look around. The door slams shut behind you as you all make your way in.
Make my way downtown.
And as I alluded to, we will leave it there, and we'll pick it up
Dun
next
dun
session.
dun.
And
I really thought I was gonna die. I was ready.
there were possibilities of you all dying, but
Oh my God.
you did well.
I don't believe you.
What, of dying?
1 week later,
Well,
Leo did
there
turn
is
into
no
the
direct way of dying, I should say. However, I will tell
my
you,
God.
if you pulled the cloak off first, you would have been turned against the entire party.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, that would
There
have
was
been
a-
terrifying if I
there
pulled
was
the
a-
cloak off the whole party.
Mhm. There was a different
Ooh.
consequence set up if you pulled the wrong item, depending how many stages you've gone through. So you messed up at the very last one, so the consequences were basically minimal. But if you did it at the beginning, in that particular room, the bones was a little more lenient with the consequences. It was a little more difficult to solve. You guys were smart in going back to the library. This last one, if you messed up the order right at the beginning, consequences were considerably worse, including turning if you pulled a cloak.
Oh, goody.
So yeah, you guys are good.
I didn't become death.
No.
Joy.
Leo Oppenheimer.
Yeah. The bringer of death.
All right. So we will leave it here with the group getting ready to explore wherever it is that they're heading next with their
Oh.
tokens at play.
Oh, yeah.
So I think with that, we will go ahead and sign off.
All
Get
right.
some last words from the group, starting with Mr. Reed, who has now finally caught up with everyone.
It's very nice to be back.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought there was going to be more. I felt like that was the
Well,
start of something more profound.
I
but-
could have made fun of Canada burning to the ground, ruining my fishing trip, but I didn't. So.
Oh wow.
Canada was smart. They lit themselves on fire and caused us the most trouble.
I know, right?
Yeah, but now Canadian Smokey the Bear
Blame
is on Prozac.
Canada. Hey, get some good smoked salmon.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
I
the
wish
whole-
I'd have caught a salmon. I caught 3 bait fish in a minnow pot. That's it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
King Hadlin, any last words?
I'm pretty sure I could have ran through that wall. It would have been easier than going through all that, puzzle things at least. But oh well. There's next time.
Dwayne.
Always read. It's beneficial. Reading helps.
That is a good pun. All right, Ellie. I don't know if Ouchie's still there. I know she had aggro.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Just the walking with Drom in the paper just kind of reminds me of how I have to lead my youngest son around everywhere with his tablet.
The way you reacted, I was like, Ouchie seems way too familiar with this.
Come on, bring the tablet. Come on.
I know, I was listening to you talk. I'm like, I think Ouchie was playing D&D to escape this, but that's... All right. And Ranger, Mr. Lee.
As you knew, Lord of Death, I would like to institute some new rules and regulations and a hit list of people that put me in this position.
Well, yeah, but you finally got to be the one to touch things.
I really didn't want to. No, it was not on my agenda. No.
Being tall does not always have its advantages.
It doesn't. I worked against me. Goddammit.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and sign out. Thank you guys, everyone, for joining us on this Dungeons & Dragons session. I think we're good for next week.
Yes.
We'll let you guys know
Well,
in Discord for sure. We'll assume that it is unless we say something otherwise, and we'll put an announcement in there. But with that, thank you guys, everyone, for joining, and we'll see you on the next session. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.